Good morning, students. Welcome to class. Before we begin, I want to remind you to sign in below in the comments with your nickname in English and your student number. That will allow me to tick or check you for here or not here. Let's begin. This YouTube lecture, this YouTube lesson is probably the most important class of your life. And why is that? I'm going to teach you how to get a job. So far, you have learned a lot about accounting, English, and many other subjects here at our university. But what happens when you graduate? Do you know how to make a resume? What is a resume? I'm going to teach you that today. Let's begin. Okay, so look at this picture. What do you see? Well, for me, I see three people, and they have something on top of them. And in the front, there is one person. It looks like that one person is going to choose one of those three people. Look at the picture even more. Now, do you see the picture above the head? Those pictures show what the people know about. Now, when you want to get a job, you need to be able to type on a piece of paper about what you know about. And that's what we're going to learn about in this class. In that photo, this person is the employer. Can you say employer? Employer. Fantastic. The employer is the person who will choose someone to work for a business. So if we look at the picture here, he knows about engineering or machines, maybe even IT. For her, she knows about something with medical or maybe veterinarian, someone who is a doctor for animals or a doctor for people. And here, he is someone who knows about finance, economics, anything about money. So today, we will learn about resume. Can you say resume? Let's try that again. 3, 2, 1. Resume. Fantastic. So this is what a resume looks like. There are so many designs for a resume. And when you're making your resume, you might spend a long time trying to find that perfect design. Don't worry about that. The most important thing to have on a resume is your information. In this video today, I will teach you about what information to put on a resume. Then, after this class, you can go online and find a design that's great for you. I recommend the websites www.canvas.com or Microsoft Word. That's right. If you have the new version of Microsoft Word 2016 or newer, you can press Control N for new document and search for resume. So this is what a resume looks like. Let's talk more about the different sections of a resume. But before we do that, I want to talk to you about CV. This is more vocabulary that you need to know. A resume only has a few sentences and a little bit of detail. That is what you will focus on. However, for professionals, they are required to make a CV. For example, I am a teacher and I have had many different teaching jobs. So if I want to teach at a different school or a different university, I should do a CV because I have a lot of information about what I do here at the university as a teacher and what I have done in the past as a high school teacher and a primary school teacher and at a teacher of private school, a teacher of public school. Understand? So I have a lot of information. But when I was a student, I didn't have any experience, no work experience. So when I graduated from my university, I made a resume. So there are 3 types of resumes. We have the chronological resume. Sorry for my PowerPoint. What are you doing, Teacher Ken? So here, chronological. This is an example of chronological. And chronological is about your experience. When I say experience, I mean to say the jobs you have worked at. For example, maybe you have worked at 7-Eleven, and maybe you have worked at DQ Ice Cream, Robinson, McDonald's. Understand? So what you did at McDonald's, Robinson, DQ, 7-Eleven, that is your experience. Experience is what you have done and what you have learned in a job. Again, experience is what you have done and what you have learned in a job. So for you, you don't have that much experience. So for you, we are going to focus on this, a skills-based resume. A skills-based resume is for people who don't have much experience, like you. Well, for me, let's say that I want to stop teaching, okay? And I want to be a police officer. Yeah, police officer Ken. I like that. Well, when I make my resume for the police, I will make a skills resume because I am a teacher and I do not have experience about being a police officer. Okay, so as you can see here, a skills resume is going to focus on your hard skill and your soft skill. Hard skills and soft skills. I will teach you what that is later. For right now, let's just understand skill. What is a skill? Well, there are two types of skills, and a skill is what you know, and they are what you can do. What you know and what you can do. Let's talk about Aquaman. Aquaman is awesome, and he got a job with the Justice League. Do you remember the movie Justice League? Batman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, The Flash, and Aquaman. Well, students, could you be in the Justice League? No. Why? Well, you don't have the skills to be in the Justice League. You need to have a superpower. You need to have good teamwork skills. You need to have or to know something that can help you to save the world. Well, for Aquaman, as you can see below, he has super strength. He can breathe underwater, and he can talk to fish. So Aquaman, he has the skills to fight crime, to save the world. At least for the ocean anyway. Well, what about you? Hey, there you are. Hello. What skills do you have? You don't have a superpower, but because you are a student, you already know about how to use some computer programs like Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel. That's awesome. Put that down in your resume. You know how to give presentations in English and Thai languages. That is so important. Believe it or not, the number one fear of most people is talking in front of other people. But you're already a professional about that. Write it down in your resume. Next, you're patient. You are a leader and you can organize events. So these are all of the things that you can do and that you know about. Those are skills. So now we can talk about the two types of skills: hard skills and soft skills. Let's begin with soft skills. Students, you have been in a group before, right? And sometimes in your group, you have a student, you have a classmate who is really lazy. He or she doesn't want to work with you to do the project. They don't want to do the work. They don't even want to be in the class. Well, what did you do? Did you do all of the work? Or did you help that lazy student to try to do the work? Those are your soft skills. Soft skills are what you can do and what you know about people. Can you work with other people? Like, can you do something with other people? Or are you better at working alone? So if you're good at working with other people, the word is teamwork. If you're better at working alone, on a resume you would say independent. Independent. I am good at working independently. Or if you work well with a group of people, I work well with others. With others. So 3 คูณ 2 คูณ 4 คูณ 5 คูณ other people. But if you can do a lot of work alone, maybe you don't like to take care of other people in your group, you just want to do everything alone, that's okay. There's a job out there for you about that. Just tell them that you prefer not to work with others because you work best alone. All right, so those are all soft skills. As you can see here, that's communication, talking. Flexibility. Can you say flexibility? Good. Flexibility means that you are easy. If your employer wants you to work on Saturday and Sunday, and you are okay, then you are flexible. Flexible means you have an open mind, a good attitude, and you can do almost anything that your employer wants you to do. That's flexible, to do what other people want you to do. Next here is leadership and teamwork. You know that already. Put it down in your resume and talk about your experience. So as a student, you work in groups for projects, for English camp, for many things. Write that down in your resume because it tells the employer about your soft skills. Finally, we have time management. This is so important. When I give you homework, do you do your homework quickly or do you wait a long time? Time management. Time. What time is it? Time. Time management means your ability to make a schedule to do all of your work and to never be late. That's time management. Okay, so those are all soft skills. Check. Finished. Next, let's go to hard skills. As you can see here, hard skills are what you learned from being in school. If I remember, you are all accounting majors. So a hard skill would be your bachelor degree in accounting and all of the computer programs that you know how to use. As an accountant, you know how to use Microsoft Excel, right? Well, what about other programs? Do you know how to use Quicken Pro? That's a computer program. Next, machine operation. I don't think you know how to operate any machines. Typing speed. Oh, this is important. If you want a job to be a secretary or anything in an office, you need to type fast. เร็ว to type fast. How fast can you type? In English, we say words per minute. Words per minute. Or the abbreviation is WPM. For example, for me, I can type 60 words per minute. So what does that mean? It means in 1 minute, I can type 60 words. Yeah, it's not that fast, but I'm proud. Okay, here, proficiency in a foreign language. If you can speak English, Japanese, Arabic, Italian, Espanol, then talk about that. Okay, now we are going to learn how to make a resume. First, you're going to need contact information. Your name, your address, and your phone number. Oh, don't forget your email. In your resume, you're also going to talk about who you are and what you can do. Students, this is so important. You are a product. You need to sell yourself. Sell. ขายอะไร ขายคุณ Sell yourself. You need to make the employer to want to hire you. Why should he hire you? You know, I tell my classes this in the past, but getting a job is kind of like getting a boyfriend or girlfriend. If you want a girlfriend or boyfriend and you tell them, "Hi, my name is Ken. I eat a lot. I don't have a job. I'm really lazy and I complain